भारती न्यूज, सीधा, सटीक और निष्पक्ष।
Good evening and welcome to Bharti News. I am Shweta Arora Malhotra. Let's have a look at the biggest news of the day. Here is the national news first. Former Chief Minister and TDP National President N. Chandrababu Naidu has been elected as the Chief Ministerial candidate of the NDA on Tuesday. Naidu will be sworn in as the Chief Minister for the second time in the bifurcated Andhra Pradesh on Wednesday in the presence of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and other NDA leaders. Jan Sena Party Chief Pawan Kalyan proposed the name of Naidu as a CM candidate. Speaking on the occasion, Naidu said the alliance registered a thumping victory by winning 164 of the 175 assembly seats. It is a record of sorts to get such a mandate, he said. Naidu said the people of the state have reposed their faith on the alliance and there is every need for the centre to support us. Congress General Secretary Jairam Ramesh on Tuesday commented on Kiran Rijiju getting the Parliamentary Affairs portfolio and said Prime Minister Narendra Modi does not want Parliament to function any differently than the manner in which he has done it over the past decades. However, whatever be the divine signals, the India Janbandhan is more than determined to reflect the will and mandate of the people in both houses of Parliament most effectively. Jairam Ramesh posted on X. SC issues notice to NTA on pleas seeking fresh exams, refuses to stay counselling. There have been calls from several quarters for a re-exam alleging that the grace marks awarded to make up for the loss of time at 6 centres. SC issues notice to NTA on pleas seeking fresh exams, refuses to stay counselling. There have been calls from several quarters for a re-exam alleging that the grace marks awarded to make up for the loss of time at 6 exam centres have led to the inflation of marks and tempered with the chances of other candidates. The Supreme Court on Tuesday issued a notice to the National Testing Agency on pleas seeking fresh NEET UG 2024 exam amid allegations of paper leak but refused to stay the counselling process. NEET UG results were declared on June 5th. India welcomes Egypt, Iran, UAE, Saudi Arabia and Ethiopia as the new BRICS member. All members of the BRICS in August 2023 approved the expansion of the bloc by including Iran, Egypt, United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia and Ethiopia. Russia took over the presidency of the BRICS on January 1 and it will feature over 250 various events. India on Monday welcomed Egypt, Iran, UAE, Saudi Arabia and Ethiopia as the new members of the BRICS grouping as their representatives, attending a key meeting of the bloc hosted by Russia, which took over the year-long membership of BRICS on January 1st. Jaishankar reveals how India plans to tackle China and Pakistan as he reassumes External Affairs Minister. Jaishankar emphasized the unique dynamics of India's relationship with different countries, nothing distinct challenges for each. Regarding China, he highlighted the imperative for both nations to address the border dispute. Dr. S. Jaishankar reassumed the office of the External Affairs Ministry on Tuesday after his name was reallocated in the fresh cabinet assigned in the Modi 3.0 comment. As he assumed the chair, once again he emphasized the concerning relations with the neighboring countries, China and Pakistan. According to Jaishankar, the relations with countries are different and the problems are also different. With China, the minister said both countries need to find a solution to the border issue, whereas for Pakistan, India needs a solution to the issue of years-old cross-border terrorism. In any country and especially in a democracy, it is a very big deal for a government to get elected 3 times in a row. So the world will definitely feel that today there is a lot of political stability in India, said Jaishankar on being asked about the relation with China and Pakistan in the next 5 years. So here comes the business news. Nisaba Godrej, executive chairperson of Godrej Consumer, has resigned from the board of VIP Industries due to differences over leadership accountability. Her resignation was effective from 3rd June 2024 was disclosed in a stock exchange filing. The Nifty 50 index soared to an unprecedented high driven by robust gains across various sectors. Leading the charge were stocks in the IT, financial and consumer goods sectors, which showed significant upward momentum. India's benchmarks indices reached new heights shortly after markets opened on June 10th, led by gains in Reliance Industries Limited and Axis Bank Limited. This surge followed Narendra Modi swearing in as Prime Minister for a third term on Sunday. As of now, the Nifty 50 rose by 91.90 points to 23,382 and the BSE Sensex increased by 233 points to 76,926. Both indices hit record levels with the NSE Nifty 50 reaching 23,411 and the Sensex climbing to 77,079. So here comes the sports news. South Africa break India's record against Pakistan, make it 9 out of 9 against Bangladesh. South Africa have registered their third win or trot in the T20 World Cup 2024. They have all but confirmed a place in the Super 8 stage of the T20 World Cup 2024. This is their 9th win over Bangladesh in T20s in as many face-offs against them. So that includes our news bulletin for today. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned Bharti News for continuous updates and in-depth coverage of these stories and more. Thank you.
भारती न्यूज, सीधा, सटीक और निष्पक्ष।